All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And shout out to my latest Patreon member, Marcus. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in this description. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan, but more on that later. So Tesla earnings call was just released, and there was a lot of different highlights. You can see Tesla themselves posted a bunch about it, but here's what actually was discussed. So first one is refresh Model 3 ramp is continued successfully. As you saw, they've now added another Tesla Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive to the lineup. Quote, we also continue to qualify more Model 3 trims for the Inflation Reduction Act tax credit, because now there's 3 Tesla vehicles that all qualify for the Tesla, or 3 Tesla trims that qualify within the Model 3 that qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. And of course, that's long-range wheel-wheel drive, long-range all-wheel drive, and of course, the long-range performance. Cybertruck production has more than tripled sequentially, remaining on track for profitability by the end of 2024. And the list goes on, and most of it was a lot about robo-taxi and how like the date was pushed to October 10th of 2024. So if you're a Tesla shareholder, then there's a lot of different things in here that is pretty exciting to you from here. But there's a couple other things from this. So now we've got Cybertruck profitability. It was mainly discussed in how that they're going to be switching or prototyping an in-house dry cathode Cybertruck. Quote, this is a huge potential cost savings, upwards of 50% cost savings per kWh. This is bullish as heck for Cybertruck production and base MSRP, because there's a new Cybertruck that's coming out that, or at least a trim that hasn't been released yet. And of course, that's going to be the $63,000 or $62,000 Cybertruck plus the $80K Cybertruck. But here's an interesting quote within the earnings call that I found pretty fascinating. So Elon said, quote, we are on track to deliver a more affordable model by the first half of the next year. So is this robotaxi? Is this Model 2? I mean, I like how the word is affordable, but of course that's all relative, or affordable model coming in the next year. And on top of that, there was a big thing about Tesla says plans for new vehicles, including more affordable models, remain on track for production of the first half of 2025. So next year, of course, as always, is going to be a very exciting time for Tesla. There's always something looming on that thing, the future for Tesla. Sorry, also posted this. Tesla says Cybertruck is on track to achieve profitability by the end of this year. Tesla has also entered a validation of vehicle testing for the first prototype Cybertruck produced in-house with dry cathode 4680 cells. So certainly this is pretty exciting because there's more trims of the Cybertruck coming out. And so they've got to figure out how can they stay profitable while dropping the price of the Cybertruck, because right now Cybertruck is $100,000 and $120,000. Now let's take a look at how some of this could affect us. So taking a look at Mike's post, total deliveries down 5% from a year ago, despite Cybertruck deliveries, price drops, tax credits available to more models. So this cannot be a good sign to Tesla, because if sales has gone down 5% year over year when they've already done massive price drops. If you want that full list of price drops, you can take a look at here on the screen. There's a list that actually shows every single price for every single model and a lot of different dates, all the way dating back to at least 2018. Like the Model 3 a year ago, like the Model 3 Performance was almost $63,000. Of course, now it's 55 minus the 7,500, and a Model Y Performance was close to $70,000. And of course, today that same Model Y is $51,000 before the 7,500 federal tax credits. So certainly dropping the price that much year over year, or at least in the past couple of years, and deliveries is still down 5% year over year. This could signal to Tesla that they need to put more incentives, more pricing, reduce the cost of the vehicles, and add, of course, more interest rate incentives as well. I mean, Tesla saw recently how well the Model Y promotion of 0.99% happened. And so certainly the Elon knows and the team knows that 0.99 or a better interest rate or a better monthly payment is what is going to push and sell these vehicles. And so this could be just the beginning of more and more price drops or more and more incentives to try and push vehicles as we roll through the end of this year and even to next year, because I have a feeling, the Model 3 is nice. It certainly is, but I don't think it's doing the deliveries as they wanted to for being a fresh, brand new style. And so I do think, and this is just the beginning of more and more and more incentives. Shout out to Inside EVs for posting this article. Revenue up, but profits down amid price cuts, slower sales. However, it's still another profitable quarter for Tesla. I mean, the one thing we do know is that Tesla is going to continuously work on trying to reduce the cost of goods or cost of production. And so that could mean that we will get to maybe get some of the benefits of that and take advantage of lower pricing for Teslas in the near future. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Here's another post from Troy. Tesla's automotive gross margin, including regulatory credits, has dropped to 14.6%, which is less than half of its peak of 30% in early 2022. So of course, as the prices go down, the profit margins for Tesla also continues to go down. So this really isn't that big of a surprise, but certainly it is pretty interesting to see that this is coming out. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking.